It's showtime. All right, we're doing. What are we doing? 3 Days of the Condor. Waiting for Randall. Oh, there he is, Randall. Before I let him in, just want to say, Randall and I, he used to come like 10 minutes early. We'd wrap. Hey, what are you having for dinner, Randall? And then we'd come in and like, oh my God, have you seen the Grogu Mandalorian trailer? Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think we need Randall anymore. I can just no, that's hilarious. What's up, Randall?
McDonald's is for dinner.
McDonald's. All right, that's good. McDonald's works. I wouldn't eat that crap, but I'm all right. Anyway, did you have a chance to watch this great movie?
Oh, I was supposed to watch it. I did. I watched it last
Randall,
night.
what took you so long? Anyway.
No, you know what's funny? You gave me the download, and like my brain was working, and it was like, if you download this, how are you going to watch this on your TV? And I was like, I don't think I'm going to figure it out. So I was like, screw it. I went ahead and I paid $4 and I rented it on.
Wait, so wait a second.
Fandango.
All I'm hearing is I owe you $5. Sounds like. And then the second thing, what? Don't you have a Blu-ray player, or do you play Blu-ray?
Oh, so I use my PS5.
Oh, okay. But wait, PS5 has a USB port, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Can't you just download the movie?
Right.
And put it on a USB and then play it through. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
When I want to, but I have a Blu-ray player that has like 16 USB ports, so I can play like 1,000 things. It's
nice.
I don't even know. Mimi got it from somewhere. She knows all these tech heads, and we got something that it's like, man, like if you told me it could play a zip disk, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Or a SideQuest 4488. That's going back.
Nice.
All right. Well, anyway, Chris is here, and it looks like I owe him a autographed book of some kind, because that's a devastating critique of your dinner. Just a one-word critique of your dinner. McDonald's. Randall, McDonald's.
It's America, right? America's favorite burger joint.
Hey, speaking of that, so when I make lunch for Mimi and me, I have some random episode of Family Feud on. I love Steve Harvey. I love Family Feud because you can watch it for like 19 to 23 seconds and like have a laugh, right?
Yeah.
And then go back to what you're doing. So when I'm making lunch, it's perfect. And today, the thing was, we asked 100 Americans if America had, a national food, what would it be? So what would your answer be? I'm assuming.
I mean, burgers.
So the first answer was pizza, but I'm with you. Like, how is it not hot dogs and hamburgers on the 4th of July?
Right.
Pizza's just kind of like, all right, but that's a food? Sure.
Yeah.
It's not really Italian. It is pretty American. It's everywhere. And I get it. I'm not even saying it's a bad answer. I just think what's wrong with a U.S. grade A ground chuck?
Yeah, I mean, when I I agree with you. Like when you think of like 4th of July, you're thinking, burgers, hot dogs, and 4th of July is America. So
can you sing this like Chris is singing to us from? Don't you love that when you can just look at a picture or read something and you're like, you'll hear what it represents? That's pretty cool, man. Like,
but it also makes me think of The Office.
It makes me think of Sanskrit cuneiform clay tablets before the pyramids, man, because you can make little shapes in clay and people goes, oh yeah, that's some pretty shitty copper that you have, Alson Gundo or whatever your name is. You know about that, right? They're like, oh dude, this is the best thing ever. So I don't know, you can look it up. Just look up poor quality copper,
Okay.
and that will get it to you, because the very first historical evidence that we have that Karens have existed since before the pyramids is that there was this guy in Egypt who was just, he sold copper to people, like cold. He would melt copper and make the ingots, and they could do whatever you use copper with, jewelry, pots, whatever,
Yeah.
But apparently his copper was very shitty. And this one guy that put in an order for a ton of copper sent a clay tablet back with his manservant, his slave, and that's what survived. It's like, hey man, you treated my slave boobly doobly really shitty, and you shouldn't have, because your copper fucking blows, and I'm only paying you for what I've received, and you better give my slave all that other fucking shit, man. I'm gonna fucking come mess you up. That, like, dude, it's so funny that human nature is the same, 5,000 years ago as
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
now. It's like, Star Trek Discovery just blows. And, it's the same goddamn thing. Anyway, so I like that Chris can write straight line, squiggly circle, something, something, backwards thing, and you hear the notes for McDonald's.
It reminds me of the character
Isn't
Andy
that great?
Bernard, where
I love the language.
they were doing this jingle and he couldn't figure it out. They were like, do 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 do. And he's like, break me off a piece of that Chrysler car. And he just kept on doing it over and over again, and he couldn't get it. And everybody's just like, I think everybody knew, and like, what's his name? Jim turned to everybody and he's like, nobody say it. Nobody say what it is. let him figure it out. And he went like 20, 30 times.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Yeah, brains are funny like that when you get in a track and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Anyway. Be that as it may, Skip. What'd you think? So yeah, we had to go to archive.org to get that one.
Yeah.
And it turns out you couldn't figure it out, so you bought it. Well, I appreciate your sacrifice. Perhaps I should send you an autographed copy.
Yeah.
Dude, is it at this late date, is there anything of ours that you need? Because I'll drop that in, because
yeah.
What do you want?
Whatever you want to give me.
I sent you Walker's book. Well, I don't want to give you something you already have, man.
That's true.
What are you interested in?
Whatever the newest thing you have that you haven't sent me.
Well, dude, I can't remember. I send people a lot of shit. That's why I need some help from you, right? Do you care about the loose cannon collection?
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's my comic book resources column from 2003 to 2005. It's got all kinds of cool shit about what was going on in comics at the time. I reprinted a lot of stuff, like I wrote the series Bible for Casual Heroes, which was an Image Motown joint back in the late 20th century.
Yeah.
And I had written issue 4, but I think they canceled it after issue 1, and 2 and 3 never saw the light of day, and 4 was just a script.
Okay.
But all that stuff's in there to see how stuff evolves.
Yeah.
Charlie Adlard and me pitched Citizen Wayne, a Batman Elseworlds that's just basically Citizen Kane, except Bruce Wayne is Charles Foster Kane, and the reporter trying to figure out his life is Alfred Pennyworth. And the big reveal at the end is that Alfred Pennyworth's name isn't Alfred, it's Clark. And he was and he's the it's not Alfred, it's Superman.
Yeah.
So that would be like, you could do another one like Superman in the Citizen Kane world.
That sounds cool.
But yeah, it was cool. Charlie did a really cool thing of Bruce Wayne like walking down the rain-soaked streets of Gotham City, and a big thing from there's a famous shot where Orson Welles is in front of this big poster of himself that says Kane, and so he just drew that, except it was Wayne. That's in there.
You should do a follow up called Citizen Bane.
Citizen Bane. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, I mean, there's. I'll send you one of those. It's rich in history. It's not a comic book, right? It's 200 pages. One of the funny, okay, it's a collection of my stuff, and aren't I brilliant and all that. But I always like to make funny packages, and so I have these buddies who are all very very busy people, like Brad Moss, the guy on MSNBC that loves my Shield book.
Yeah.
He works for Mark Zaid, who is like pretty famous lawyer. He's Mark Wade's lawyer, which is kind of funny that Mark Wade's lawyer is named Mark Zaid. That's pretty comic booky right there.
Yeah.
And my buddy Brian Shaneman is he's a maritime lobbyist in Washington D.C. And my friend Nancy, who's a professional comedian, but all three of them are also lawyers. And so they have cool stuff going on, but also busy with their law practices and stuff. So I think I forget who I asked first, but I ended up asking all three of them if they could do an intro because I thought chances were great that one of them would be able to do it, right?
Yeah.
So funny for me, all three of them said yes, and we're very excited. So now I'm like, well, dude, I just have three intros now. But I made one an afterword and one like an intermission halfway through the book.
Nice.
So there's an intro, an intermission, and an afterword. And they're all great. They all basically say the same thing, which is pretty funny. My friend Larry is crazy, and I don't know anything about comics, but here's a funny story. You know what I mean? It's like they're perfect intros. That's what you should do. Like every intro I ever wrote was like, hey, here's the story about me skydiving, and that's how it involves this thing,
Yeah.
Or here's one time I hydroplaned my car going to pick up my college girlfriend and almost killed a cop. And that reminded me of this comic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fun to write intros like that. So Nancy's is probably the funniest, but I think Brian and Brad would be okay with me saying that because she's a professional comedian.
Yeah.
She's just open for Paul Reiser, man.
I still have to watch her stuff.
She just opened for Paul Reiser. I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That's fucking awesome. Anyway, she thinks the coolest thing she's ever done was write a little intro for my fucking confection. So
nice.
She loves it because her two little kids think mommy is awesome now because she's got a giant picture in it,
Yeah.
There was when I do books like that, it's always fun, right? Because like, I can do whatever I want because they're short run books. Nobody's gonna care except the people who really care. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I tell Nancy, I'm like, hey, thanks for doing that. And she's like, no, thank you. My kids think I'm the coolest person ever. And I was like, why? And it's like, oh, because of that big picture. And I was like, oh, cool. And she's like, I have to thank Walker for that. Because she sent me a couple pics, like her professional headshot as a lawyer, like kind of a Mary Tyler Moore looking thing, and then like something where she's wearing some crazy costume. And she's like, okay, there's the whole thing, like from professional to nutty. What do you think? And I'm like, it's all you, man. Like whatever you want to use, you tell me. I don't want to pick one and you're embarrassed.
Yeah.
And she goes, all right, ask Walker. So I'm like, all right. So I take the phone with me and I'm like, hey, Walker, Miss Nancy says pick one of these pics. Which one? And he looks at the one where she's wearing some funny costume, and he goes, "Nah, use the lawyer headshot." And I go, "What about the crazy costume?" He goes, "No, you want a serious picture from a serious lady." Because that's gonna make that funny with this crowd. Because Shaneman's wearing his Star Trek uniform, and Brad's on TV with my Shield book, and she goes, "Oh my God, that kid is a genius," and I'm like, "He really is. He understands marketing, which, in this crowd, you better if you're paying attention."
Absolutely.
So speaking of that, what's the best thing about marketing? It's context. You can't just sell cans of oil juice to people. You need to identify a need and make them feel like they're missing out. So So, given that, 3 Days of the Condor, how have you not seen this movie? It's from 1975.
Right. You know,
So
Robert Redford's just one of those guys. Like, I hardly watched any of his films.
okay,
So
that's a personal problem, but
yeah, it
we're
is.
on
It is.
context. How
Yeah,
old were you in 75? You were a kid, right?
I was. Let me think here.
You might not even been
Negative
born
eight.
yet.
I was
Yeah.
-8.
So the stuff you know about the late 70s is just from history then.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it's just from whatever I saw on television as a kid,
I
and like
gotcha.
whatever
I'm
caught my
talking more
attention. That I.
about the context in which the movie is put out.
Mhm.
So like it's the end of Vietnam, right, with all of that.
Right.
It's 2 years after Watergate with all of that. It's a year before All of the President's Men with Robert Redford. Which, man, is that a Sidney Pollack movie too? I wouldn't doubt it. He did like 7. I guess not. He did 7 movies with Redford though.
Okay.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, look at Scorsese when he works with De Niro
I
and
guess.
DiCaprio.
Yeah. But I mean, I meant more like, can you believe that Robert Redford's done 7 movies with Pollock and one of them wasn't on the President's
Right.
one
Right.
All the President's Men. Whatever. Fucking, I love that movie. Um,
Is that the one with him and
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman? See that movie? I think I have in my catalog.
Oh, cool. Well, it's a year later. So what I'm saying is that's like just permeating the brains of everybody sitting down in the theater that you can't trust the government, the president's a fuckhead, and nothing is as it seems. So I'm sorry Robert Redford died. It's always cool that we get to, like when Gene Hackman dies, we watched Unforgiven, right?
Yep.
When a big movie guy dies, we watch one of their cool movies you haven't seen yet.
Oh, we got
And
to,
I was
man.
really happy to put this one out because I think movies are going to be like this for the foreseeable future now. Like cool thriller movies because the president is a dick, right? The world is crumbling. You can't trust government. Everything's upside down. It's very similar for a guy like me I was a kid back then. When this movie came out, I was 12. So I didn't see this in the theater, but I did see All the President's Men in the theater the next year. And
Okay.
Star Wars is the year after that. So this is the
Yeah.
same year as Jaws. So you see that the whole Hollywood machine is gearing up to do the blockbuster thing, but it's still just like one handsome guy is in trouble and he's got to get himself out of it because he can't trust anybody because not everything is as it seems. So the cool thing about that is that's basically Winter Soldier too, right? So we're gonna have lots of ins to talk about this. So my big question when I was watching it, because this must be, I've seen this movie 20 times easily. That and I don't know, did you catch the conversation that we were having on the Facebook about it? When I tell the kids that we're gonna be talking, everybody just starts talking about the movie anyway, because we're doing this at dinner time, so lots of people check in later. So people want to talk about it now and after. But they were all saying, I said, I love almost everything in this movie. And literally all my buddies knew what the one thing I didn't like was. So can I ask you, or do you want me to keep going for context and start the movie?
No, you go ahead.
What? All right. So I'll just keep going about the movie. We'll talk about it. But there's one thing I didn't like about this movie, which is great. I enjoyed the whole movie. There's one scene. It's like Armageddon. I love this movie. Like Armageddon. I don't need that animal cracker scene. It's kind of weird and atonal and stops the movie dead. And as hot as Faye Dunaway is in 1975, their little smooch fest just is weirdly edited and stops that movie dead.
I can agree.
So it's so weird because I'm like, I really should be loving this scene, but I think they were covering up that maybe Rob and Faye just didn't have any chemistry, because you should be able to just leave the camera on and go get lunch for those two, right?
Right.
And I don't know. I'm sure somebody from 1975 to 2025, I'm sure somebody's written a whole thing about that. I didn't look into it. because I just wanted to experience this movie. Because now you can't watch this movie without the benefit of 2020 hindsight, even if you don't know anything about who Sidney Pollack is, who Robert Redford is, what's going on in 1975. It's still a trippy ass movie, right? And it's, I don't know. I just love it because that's how, when somebody says, "Hey, you don't know what it was like growing up in the 70s?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Like, just go watch 3 Days of the Condor," and like that's exactly what every big city looked like. Just it's kind of dirty. Cars are kind of shitty. Everybody's just doing the best they can, and I don't know. I love watching 70s movies because nobody's going crazy with color correction and weird
You don't see people on
CG.
smartphones.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't really bother me, but I mean I'm just talking about like there's no like crazy impossible camera swings because CG's taking care of it. You know what I mean? It's just like here's some weird shit that happened. Can you believe it? This guy just went out the back. He was literally out to lunch and all his friends died.
Yeah.
Now what? Like that's pretty cool setup for a story. And I don't know.
You know what it kind of reminded me
I
of?
could
That
smell the
beginning?
lead in the gasoline air.
It reminded me of Mission Impossible.
Just in general?
So the
The
first movie,
show or
no, the first movie with Tom Cruise,
oh.
like his whole team gets wiped out.
Yeah.
And then first thing, you see him at the payphone, you see him on the phone, he's making a call. And so like when I see that, like Robert Redford, he's like
Yeah.
everyone's dead, he's getting out of there, gets on the payphone. There was
Yeah.
just like a couple things there. I'm just like, I wonder if Brian De Palma was a fan of 3 Days of Condor, and
I wouldn't
he's just
doubt
like,
it.
I'm gonna just put a little bit of that into the Mission Impossible film.
This is a seminal movie, man. So I wouldn't doubt it at all. If you're a student of movies, like this, 3 Days of Condor, and that's why I think it's so funny. Like in the conversation, some guys showing up out of nowhere, going, "Oh, that's very similar to Winter Soldier, and it's in the screenplay, and it's like, yeah, good call." I mean, it's literally Winter Soldier is literally 3 Days of the Condor. And just in case you didn't get it, they hired Robert Redford to play Alexander Pierce. So I mean, come on. I don't know. The best thing about that is that everybody knew what he was doing so hard that he had already retired from making movies.
Yeah.
And then they found out about this one and they were like, "Hey, we don't know. Gonna just come out of retirement for this. It's kind of be a nice cap."
All they needed was Cliff Robertson to make a cameo.
Yeah, he's dead though, right?
Not when Winter Soldier came out.
Yeah, but I meant Uncle Ben.
Right, but at that time, Spider-Man wasn't part of the MCU, so.
I'm just saying, you don't need Cliff Robertson. Cliff Robertson's like one of the dicks in this movie. You don't need one of the dicks. I don't know. Cliff Robertson as one of the World Security Council guys. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, a little nod. It'd be like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But they gave you the nod with Robert Redford. Everybody after that's just extra. Not Jenny Agutter, though. Oh, my God. I'm glad she was in there.
Yeah.
Did you remember the girl? Yeah, we spoke about it when we did Logan's Run.
Yep.
Look, see, it's a goddamn public service we're doing here, man. You can't tell, but this is my shield hat.
Nice.
It's a crew gift from Iron Man 2.
Nice.
My buddy Jay worked on it, and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to have one of those. Can you get me one?" And they just gave me theirs. They're like, "Dude, you deserve this more than I do." Like, you worked on the fucking movie, man. He's like, "No, you're a SHIELD agent." I'm like, "All right, thank you." That's all I can say. It's pretty cool. It has like, I don't know if you can see it. I can't see it. Oh, right here. Let me see if I can get one of those lights on. It's got Thor's hammer. Like, it's not going to work. Anyway, it's you can see.
Yeah, I see it.
See where it says Thor.
Yeah.
But right next to it, they have like this little black hammer.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Anyway,
Phase 2.
so yeah. Anyway, so I mean, it's a pretty straightforward movie, right? I mean, do you have anything interesting that you noticed about it? I mean, first of all, let's talk about Sidney Pollack, the director.
Yeah.
He's pretty goddamn amazing.
Oh yeah.
He's yeah. Let's just read the movies he did with Robert Redford. He did, actually, I don't know, but I can tell you he was nominated for best director for They Shoot Horses, Don't They, in 1969,
Okay.
which I heard a lot, because everybody likes Yes, Virginia, There Is a Santa Claus, and They Shoot Horses, Don't They was like the response to a joke in my neighborhood when I was 6. Anyway, he did Tootsie as well. Jeremiah Johnson, The Way We Were, which I have a personal connection to. Do you know The Way We Were? Barbara Streisand and Robert Redford play college.
Wasn't there a song?
There was a song, an Academy Award winning song that goes with it. Shattered Pick.
That's where I know the song from. Naked Gun.
Oh yeah, of course. Anyway, check this out. So this is like, you know how there's like It's a Small World doesn't really impress anybody? This one really impresses me. So when I was in high school, I worked for an orthodontist making retainers and doing impressions and stuff. And his secretary was a woman named Myra. I don't remember her last name, but her name was Myra. And when she was in college, where they shot the college they shot The Way We Were, she was a student when they were shooting it. So they're, Robert Redford and Barbara Streisand are supposed to be in college, so they like get all the college students to be extras in the scene. They have this big prom scene, and Mr. Redford and Ms. Streisand are at the punch bowl having this argument, right? So my friend Myra, she was the lady that worked there. She and her date were the guys manning the punch bowl. So they're the extras in the background serving punch while the two stars have this giant argument in the foreground, right?
That's awesome.
And man, we talked for days about that. Just like what the shoot was like and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I think of when I think of Way We Were.
And every time you see that movie, you see her like, oh, there she
I
is.
do. There's like 2 seconds where they're like doing that. Every time I see that movie, I think I saw it once when we were talking about it. I went to the local mom and pop video store, which wasn't a chain of any kind.
Yeah.
Because we lived in the middle of nowhere. And then I had to like sit there and with a fast forward button. You remember tapes, right?
Oh, sure.
Like,
I grew up.
Oh yeah, look, there you are, and then Be Kind, Rewind. At least you could leave the room for that one. Anyway, so that's all going on. I think I don't know. I don't really know anything about the production of that movie because I think it's so good. I just want it to be this perfect little snapshot of weird paranoia and spycraft.
Yeah.
You know what it really reminded me of? You know what really is wearing its influences on his sleeve is that show Slow Horses. Have you ever seen that? Gary Oldman. It's on like season 3 now. It's a British show. It's fantastic. But it's about a bunch of disgraced old fuck ups, and they all like MI6 just puts them all in this one little building.
Yeah.
And then they just, because they're all like, Gary Oldman plays a disgraced guy who knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But the rest of the team are younger guys who either stuff went really bad and they're just shuffled off to get out of the public eye, or they're just morons. And they're like, oh, put them in there. But even morons have utility, right?
Yeah.
So that whole setup in the beginning where I just read books. I just try to figure out the patterns. And, oh, it's my turn to go get sandwiches. Oh, it's raining. I got to go out the back. All of that is just like, that could be in a Slow Horses scene.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's so there's a little of what we were talking about last time with John Carter, where everything rips off something if you're old enough. Like, 3 Days of the Condor, a lot of movies in the 70s really set up the expectations of modern spycraft movies. Because you have James Bond and Man from Uncle and Matt Helm, even some of the funnier ones. So they did the whole thing in the 60s, but then in the 70s and 75s, 15 years later, 10 years
Yeah.
later, they got it down. And so that's what's impressive about this one is that it's still giving you tropes that didn't exist at the time, right?
Yeah.
Like that
They're adding to it.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. I don't know. I feel like this is about you. What did you think of it?
I liked it.
Of course, I loved it.
Elements of it reminded me of French Connection.
Oh yeah,
like that whole 70s. The 70s, the
New York in the 70s.
Yeah. And I mean, I really, I hadn't seen a lot of Cliff Robertson, so he really stood out. Obviously, Max von Sydow, that guy is always on point. He really is. Like, loved him in Minority Report. And so that might have been one of my favorite movies of his is Minority Report. So like seeing him play like this, this other spy, this killer, this, getting the job done. I really love the conversation that he has with Robert Redford at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Because he's just like, I guess in a way, he's kind of like subtly trying to tell him like, it's not personal, it's like, it's a job, like.
But he's also trying to recruit him, right? He's like, well, you've been blown, so why don't you come work for us? It's a great job, man.
Yeah. Well, then, like, I guess, just giving him advice, like, like,
yeah, that was cool.
You stay here in, US, you'll be dead, man. Like, go over to Europe, and which led to like that final scene in the movie when you see Robert Redford and he's told Cliff Robertson like, yeah, I just informed the news, and Cliff Robertson just looks at him. He's like, do you think they're going to report it?
Yeah.
And like that look on Robert Redford's face, like he's like confident at first, and as he's walking away, he looks back, and just maybe in that brief second as the film ends in the freeze frame, he probably has that look on his face like, shit, like you're probably right. Like,
well, that right there is 100% the post Watergate not trusting mainstream everything, right?
Yeah.
And that, like, dude, like the happiest movies end like that in the 70s.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, I'm a little girl making pie, but here, Grandpa, I want my pie. It's like, no, I don't want your pie because I'm the man. Too bad, little girl. That's like every movie in the 70s, right? Anyway, so that was reassuring to me that you get, what can you believe or whatever the line is,
Yeah.
Can't trust anyone over 30.
Like you think you're gonna win, but it's not going to turn out the way you expected.
Chris, man, thanks for listening to us babble. We're not really. Hey, I guess 3 Days of the Condor was a good movie, and it was really similar to Winter Soldier, showing its relationships. That's not an hour of talking for us, I just got a message from Apple TV. So I'm an old man, right? I was 12 in the 70s, apparently. And I have all my notifications shut off. I don't care. The people who need to get a hold of me know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
But I leave my Apple TV notifications on because literally everything I watch on that channel is amazing.
Yeah.
So it just told me there's a new episode of Morning Show tonight. So now I know what Mimi and I are doing.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten around to watching that show yet. I want to.
It's pretty good. Yeah. The second season is very different from the first, even though all the same players are involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is the beginning of the third now. And I recommend it. It took me a second to get going because the first season is just this thinly disguised version of what happened to Matt Lauer on the Today
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
And so and the Steve Carell character, he's playing the Matt Lauer character a little more sympathetically than what apparently happened in real life too. I guess you have to do for the audience. You know, it's like, well, he's got a point. He didn't really sexually harass her, kinda. I mean, I guess I see her point,
Yeah.
but you know, it's like one of those things. And then it goes pretty soapy after that. But dang, it's really good. I I I don't have the big problem with soapy stuff that I should.
Yeah.
You know, but it's because, man, I love all those cheesy Star Trek episodes.
Yeah.
I want to be entertained, man. And if, you know, some talking rocks got a dog with a unicorn head on it, you know, okay, I get it. That's ridiculous, but it's in service of awesomeness. And
Do you want to know what TV show I started watching?
What's that? What are you watching?
The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
I actually I noted that on your Facebook, and I thought we could talk about that next time if you want. I mean, we can talk about it now, but I mean, if you wanted to like really talk about how good that is, because Briscoe County is like, man, there's a lot to like in that show.
Yeah, there is. There really is. Like, I mean, I don't know if you heard of the story, but
my
that came out.
Dad, who didn't care about TV at all unless it was a football and baseball delivery system,
Yeah,
watched that. He's like, hey, what's that adventures show? I like never knew what he was talking about. And I'm like, and eventually I'm like, oh, you mean Briscoe County Jr.? He's like, yeah, put that on. And we watched that every episode. He loved it, which is I can't convey to you how impossible that is, right? Like that show's so approachable that somebody who hated TV watched every episode. So
the power of Bruce Campbell.
So is that you're in? Because he didn't care about the actors. He just thought it was cool. You know, oh, that'd be cool to have an Old West thing and be all steampunky and not know.
I remember when this show came on. I was a kid, and I thought the ads looked really good, but I just never got around to watching the show. And obviously, you know, it was canceled after one season. And so yeah, it was just one of those. Like, I'm sure they had it on repeat, like on TNT or it had to have been TNT. But same thing. Like I never got around to watching it. And then as I got older and I learned more about Bruce Campbell, I was just like, this guy's awesome. I totally remember that show from all the ads that, you know, Fox used to play. And so I was like, one of these days I'm going to get it. And so it was on sale digitally. And I was like, oh, now's the time. So I bought it. I've watched several episodes. And it's such a, I mean, like a lot of great character actors, like, what's his name? Is it Robert Picardo?
Yes.
Yeah. I know he's
the doctor from
Voyager,
and he's the assassin in Inner Space. That's where I first saw him.
Yep. He's been in a lot of Joe Dante stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like he actually had a very small part in Explorers, where he was playing the there was like a sci-fi where he was like a captain of the sci-fi ship, the serial that the kids were watching on the big screen. So
I've never seen that.
You never seen Explorers?
I think the only Joe Dante movie I saw was like Twilight Zone and Gremlins.
Okay.
I'm like you. It's like, I don't know. I knew what it was.
You've seen Inner Space.
Never got around to. Oh, I love Inner Space.
That's Joe Dante.
I built the bad guy's little like gun thing model way back in the day. It was one of the first garage. They call them garage kits because people would do their own molds and stuff in your garage. So
nice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Inner Space in forever. Of course, you got a great cast, right? You got Dennis Quaid, you got Martin Short. You know, who wasn't in love with Meg Ryan at the time?
I can't believe you want to talk about Inner Space and not 3 Days of the Condor.
Well, no, I mean, that's just how.
Yeah, look at that cast. I'm like, dude, we were talking about a movie with Robert Redford and Faye Dunaway in it. It's basically a locked room movie.
I'm not a huge Faye Dunaway fan. You know, like I don't hate her, but at the same time, I'm like,
you ever seen Stepford Wives?
No.
Oh,
well, I take that back. I've seen the one with Nicole
No, the
Kidman.
one with Faye Dunaway in it.
No, I have not seen that one.
Did you see Bonnie and Clyde? You have to have seen Bonnie and Clyde.
Nope, I haven't seen Bonnie and Clyde.
How can you say you're not a Faye Dunaway fan if you've never seen her two best movies?
Right.
Right. Fuck Faye Dunaway. Her fault I haven't seen those fucking, fucking standards of cinema. Bonnie and Clyde, man. I think when I was a boy, either James Caan getting it in Godfather, or both Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty getting it at the end of Bonnie and Clyde was the movie that had the most squibs. It's probably Bonnie and Clyde because there's two of them.
Yeah.
So if they've gotten shot as many times as James Caan, it's just double, right? So
yeah.
What? Look at this is why I love Chris Sagasai. Joe Dante directed 2 episodes of Police Squad.
Nice.
Well,
I have to watch it.
I have seen those then, and they're probably great.
Yeah.
Because there aren't any bad episodes of Police Squad. Well, I fucking hate Tommy Lasorda. See, I love saying that because that's actually a Fletch quote, but you've seen Police Squad, right?
No.
The TV show? You've seen Naked Gun, but you haven't seen the TV show.
I know. I mean, for the longest time, I didn't even know Police Squad existed. I just thought it was just Naked Gun.
How are we even friends, man?
By luck.
There's a running joke where to get out of scenes in Police Squad, they'll do a scene, but it's like right in front. It's in an alley, and it's right in front of this guy shining shoes. And so then whatever the main point of the scene will go off camera, but they'll stay on the shoe shine guy. And then somebody famous will come and sit down, like the Batman, crawling up the side of the building. And they have somebody famous come out and talk to him. And the big thrill is that somebody famous is talking to Batman, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a very similar joke, but done 100% for comedy, where somebody famous will come up and ask. So the shoeshine guy knows everything. So he's a police informant. So they do a police informant scene with a shoeshine guy, and then somebody famous will come in. And so the one I always remember is Tommy Lasorda, who was the manager of the Dodgers at the time, full on in his Dodgers uniform, comes down and sits down, and he's like, "Yeah, man, the Dodgers haven't been the same since Don Drysdale had to retire from pitching. Who should I go and pick up for the next guy?" And then the shoeshine guy would go, and then Tommy Lasorda would hand him $20, and he'd be like, and then say some full on baseball thing. But every episode it was somebody different like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this might just be my memory how perfect this would be. It sounds like it's a little before her time, but you know who Dr. Ruth was, right?
Yeah.
A perfect scene would be Dr. Ruth come in and ask him some sex thing, and then the shoeshine guy would give her something, and she'd be like, "Oh, that'll be great for my next show."
Yeah.
I don't think that ever happened, but it was stuff like that. Anyway, Tommy Lasorda became a punchline to me because I hate the Dodgers, and I always have, because they're the West Coast Yankees. And so I mean, and they have that famous thing. Oh, it was. Look at fucking Chris. It wasn't Dr. Ruth. It was Dr. Joyce Brothers. He knows it better than I do. I just used to watch them a lot, and I never soaked it up like Star Trek because they're just jokes, right?
Yeah.
They're very funny jokes, though. But I remember weird shit about that show. They would do a freeze frame at the end, except it would be 2 characters that could walk through the freeze frame. It was whatever was going on behind them, it was just actors standing still. And then, so there was a really funny one where they have an orangutan on the police desk. And so everybody freezes, but the orangutan doesn't, because he doesn't get what's going on.
Right.
And just kind of walks off while people are trying to go fuck, I hope this orangutan doesn't rape me. I have to stand still here. But it'll be for television. Show business. Anyway. All right. So that's how, you know what? That's how I learned archive.org has all that crap on there, because I was looking for Police Squad. Police Squad's not streaming, but you can buy it for $5, the whole thing. And I said to Walker, "Man, how do we not have Police Squad? I know we have it." He goes, "Oh yeah, it's downstairs." All right, cool. But we keep our DVDs and stuff, Blu-rays, in 3 different places. Because when he got 13 or 14, he's like, we went to Amoeba and he bought a bunch of used stuff and he's like, these are mine. So I'm like, right on, man. And so then one day I came back from whatever I was doing and he had gone through all of the stuff I had collected and picked out the movies he liked. And he was like, these movies are mine now. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm good. They're still in the house and you can think you're yours. You're going to college in a few years. I just don't know where anything is now because we have a whole section that's like, it's the old stuff. It's behind Han in my office. So if it's an old thing I'm looking for, I check there first, right?
Yeah.
Then there's the upstairs ones where it's stuff we're watching or stuff we have just watched. There's like 50 upstairs and probably another 30 in our bedroom because we have a big TV there.
Nice.
So, and then Walker has a writing desk where he has all of his. So now I have to fucking go through. It's really 4, although I consider upstairs one spot. It's in front of the 2 TVs. I have to. Then Walker goes to college, and I can't fucking find Police Squad.
You think you took it with you?
No, it's in the house. It's just that I feel like I can't spend $5 to get another one, right? And so I'm like,
I know the feeling.
I don't pirate stuff because I produce stuff, copyrighted entertainment for purchase and enjoyment.
Yeah.
So if somebody gives me a bootleg, what are you going to do, right? And so I got into that habit that, and even then, if somebody gave me a bootleg, I have a bootleg collection of Max Headroom because it wasn't available. But as soon as it comes out, like I think, what's it? Not Square Factory, Shout Factory. I think Shout Factory collected it, and I bought it. So now I never mind doing that because, like, I would have bought it the first time. You just didn't have it, right?
Yeah.
So, and my bootlegs are always either in better condition than the stuff, they're just shitting out real fast to pay the license. Or it's got stuff that nobody knows. Like my Max Headroom collection has a bunch of Max Talking Headroom shows on it. The second talk show he did. Nobody cares. It's just my bootlegs usually are different from the legit stuff. So I never mind getting both. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, that's good. That's smart. Someone said that there was a like an ultimate edition of the Superman movie where they combine Superman 1 and Superman 2, but then they also on top of that combine deleted scenes.
And yeah, it's like the Richard Donner cut, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I've seen people mess with that one a lot. I just got, we talked about the White Dragon cut for Blade Runner, right? The super duper Japanese version of that.
I think you vaguely mentioned it.
Yeah, I did. I only vaguely mentioned it. And that's all I'm not going to continue talking about this in public, other than I did not reveal the existence of it. So I feel that I can point and go, hey, there's a White Dragon cut of Blade Runner. I only bring that up to say, hey, there's a White Dragon cut of Alien now.
Oh.
So the next time Mimi goes on a business trip, that's what I'm doing. I'll watch this giant 6-hour cut of everything.
I have to catch up on the show.
No, this is just the first movie.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but
I have to catch up on the show. I think I'm only on episode 4, and the season finale drops tonight, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so I have to watch like 5 hours before Friday, or Steven and Mark won't talk to me. Anyway, what's going on with you? You good? I can't believe it's taking you an hour to eat McDonald's. Kind of leisurely enjoy it. Like, hey,
I lucked out. They actually hooked me up with a lot of fries.
Man, I can't even tell you the last time I went to McDonald's. It was years ago. But I'm never going back in again because this happened. I get my order, standard order. I just always got 2 cheeseburgers, large fry, large Coke. They're like, oh, is that a number 1 combo? I don't know. I don't care. That's on you. I just want 2 hamburgers, large fry, and large Coke in that bag when I catch up there. And they're like, okay, we got you, old cranky man. And so I got up there, and the girl that was there was kind of funny to me on the microphone. So I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get up here and have some laughs with this girl. And she goes, yeah, oh yeah. Oh, look, it's the 2 hamburgers, large fry, large Coke guy. And I go, oh, you mean the number 1? And she goes, oh no, that's a different thing. I go, oh yeah, what's in that one? She goes, well, there's 2 cheeseburgers and a large fry and a large Coke. I'm like, that's what I ordered. She goes, yeah, but it's different. She's just having fun with me. So like, okay, that's cool. And she gives me the bag, and I'm like, thanks, and drive away, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I could go to my house, but this is gonna be cold by the time I get there. I could eat it now, but I know I'm not paying attention. I want to be driving, paying attention. I know there's a giant lake halfway between this Burger King and my house. It was a Burger King. It wasn't McDonald's. So I'm going to sit here and just eat and look at the lake and watch the kids go magnet fishing and the gay guys having sex in the corner and the drug guys shooting in their eyes. And it'll be fine. I keep the doors locked and it'll be nice day. I park there and I look into the bag. You fucking will never believe this. There's not 1. There's not 2. There's not 3. There's 4 large fries in the bottom with everything else on top of it. The two hamburger cheeseburgers and all the like ketchup and shit I asked for.
So you got the hookup.
Dude, I was just giving her shit and she was like, oh yeah, this guy. Fuck this guy. Here, have all this free food. So I'm like, you know what? I am never beating this. I would.
It's funny that you mentioned the 2 burgers and large fries. It's almost what I got. I got 2 cheeseburgers and a medium fry.
Well, yeah. I mean, even if I had ordered a medium fry, I would have got like 6 large fries with it. It's just like, yeah. No, that's good. That's like kind of a standard order. That I was like, it's like when you go to a bar and go, just give me a Budweiser. I can't deal. Right? It's like there's just this reflex. Oh, you want a soda? I don't know. You got a Coke? Or if you're Chris Sagasag, I don't know. You got a Pepsi, right? You just don't have to think. And so that was me. I'm at a McDonald's or Burger King. 2 cheeseburgers, large fry, and large Coke. I'm done now. I will pay for it. I'm not going to say another word. And then I would sit there and go like this until they gave me my food. Because if I'm at a McDonald's or a Burger King, it's an emergency. Anyway, so I was impressed that you kind of nursed that bag of food for a whole hour.
Yeah. It's like I just nibble it.
I do appreciate, man, that you come flying back from work or something to do this and just talk about dumb shit with me, your buddy Larry. So,
dude, it's like I'll say it every week if I got to. It's one of my favorite moments of each week that I look forward to.
Well, right on, man.
So I got transferred to another location, so I'm driving farther now. So
are you getting paid more, I hope?
Not yet. I'm supposed to be getting
should have told them right away. I'm sorry, I can't go drive farther and spend more money on gas without you guys either paying for my travel or bumping me up.
Well, what happened was my old boss, she's pulling these shenanigans of like, oh, hours are getting cut, so I can't give you your.
You got her pregnant, man. I'm telling you.
And so, like, she did like a group text telling everybody like, oh, everybody's hours are getting cut, and I didn't play around. I was just like right away because I've gotten along with her boss, the area manager. So I said, hey, hours are getting cut again. Is there any location that I can transfer to that can offer me 35 hours? And so she's like, oh, the store that you're helping out right now. She's like, they need somebody. I was like, cool. And so she's like, you're down to transfer? I'm like, yeah, if I can get my 35 hours. She's like, okay, I'll make it happen. So I got transferred over there, which, to be fair, it's a less busier store. So it's more relaxed. The manager, believe it or not, is even more nice than my old manager.
Well, that's awesome then. What are you complaining about?
Just the drive.
How much longer? Is it like 3 to 7 minutes longer or something like that?
No. So like it was 30 minutes for my old location. It's now 45 minutes minimum.
That's not that bad though, right?
It's an additional 15 minutes, an additional 30 minutes round trip.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a half an hour, man.
Yeah. Well, no. It's 45 minutes to the location, and then
No, I
45
meant
minutes to home.
it's an extra half an
Oh,
hour
extra half
because
hour. Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
there 15 out and 15 back. Well, I don't know.
No, I mean that's my only complaint. My complaint is the drive. I mean, everything else, it's wonderful. The employees, they're cool. Even the customers that come in, the majority of them are very nice, very kind. No issues, no problems. In fact, if anything, they're very happy that somebody who's competent is working there. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you said for the most part though. So tell us about some jerks over there.
Oh, yeah. There's this weird guy who he came in and
Dude,
yeah,
there's always a weird
he's
guy
just
at a
he's
comic
just
store.
he's just dropping off a box, and it's like I get it. Most people will just grab your box and scan it, and you're on your way. However, I have to look at your box. I look at the box. I notice it doesn't have a shipping label on it, so it's not a shipping box. So of course, I'm going to inquire and say, okay, what's inside the box? Oh, it's a computer part. I'm like, is it expensive? And before the conversation continued, he's like, I'll go ahead and take the box back. And I give him back the box, and
All right.
he's like, yeah, he's like, I'll go take it somewhere else. It's like,
Right.
but the more I thought about it, the more I realized, like, I didn't, say I couldn't take the package. All I did was ask you questions about it, and all of a sudden you don't like the questions, so you're going to go somewhere else. So immediately now I'm thinking, okay, there's something shady then, like maybe this guy, there's something in the box. Maybe it's not a computer part, but he just doesn't want me like,
Maybe he's just an old guy that like is
no, he was probably
crazy.
my age or younger.
Well, there's crazy people too, man. Like that don't know how the world works. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I gotta ask you this because, like, if a plane blows up because you put,
Yeah.
fucking hairspray cans in there, like that's gonna come back to me, man.
Oh no, he totally seemed like he was very pompous and very like full of himself. He's like, "Oh, I ship off thousands of packages." He's like, "I'll just go to another location and start shipping it there." And so part of me is
Great.
like, "Good."
Have a nice day, sir.
Yeah.
Fantastic. One
One
less
less
thing I have to deal
problem.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm just glad it's more chill than the other place. That should be worth the extra half-hour ride.
Yeah, no, it is. Now, the only thing that I can hope my new manager can do is give me a schedule that works for me.
Yeah.
So it's been a rough couple weeks because like I have so much on my plate that I'm trying to accomplish, and you know, there was like 4 days in a row that I just wasn't getting enough sleep. I was like,
That's
I
why
think,
you turn to drugs, right?
no, it's like there was one day I only got 3 hours of sleep. Then the following day it was only 4 hours of sleep. Then the following day was about 6 hours of sleep. But then the following day after that was about 5.5 hours of sleep. And so, and just constant work, either I'm working the job, and then when the job is done, I'm back at home working on comic books. And I'm just like, my brain is like, this sucks, you know?
Yeah.
And, but that's because I don't have my sleep. If I get my sleep, then I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I'm good. So I'm slowly getting my sleep back, but I have another convention I'm going to be setting up at. So I got to get inventory prepped.
Oh
So
god.
the cycle of losing sleep is about to begin.
I was gonna say the cycle never ends.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just take care of yourself, man. We're always looking out for you.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Not just me, everybody, man. Everybody wants you. We're all pulling for you, and stay out of trouble.
Yeah. I mean, I all I can do is just the best I can. And I just have to remind myself, like, you'll survive this. Like, even now, like today, the right side of my face is just twitching.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, I
Yeah,
keep
that's
telling
not
myself, like, dude, why are you stressed? Like, it's it's okay, man. We're gonna get through this. We're good. Stop twitching, and my
yeah.
face will just be like, it's like, ah,
This isn't gonna make you feel any better, but Mimi has that. She has an eye twitch.
yeah,
And it's like a fucking cartoon, man. You can see, like, if you're having a conversation with her and she's getting stressed out about something, it happens usually when she's talking about work,
yeah,
and her eye will just start going. like he's Popeye or something. She's like, oh, God damn it, I can't talk. No, just come in. I gotta go take care of this. Like, what do you do? I just have to sit in the bathroom and quiet for a second and just let everything chill.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll help you. Like having your whole face go is probably pretty hard. Find a quiet spot, man, and just remove yourself from the situation. Because once your fucking muscles are twitching because all you want to do is murder someone, and you know that's not morally correct.
Yeah.
Your eyes,
Well, no, you see, it's
your
not
face
even,
starts to go. It's like, man, just
yeah,
find a place by yourself.
it's not even anger. Like I'm not angry with anybody. I'm not
stress.
You know, yeah, it really is. It's just stress. I think it's just my subconscious is like, dude, you literally have like 50 things you need to get done, and it's not going to slow down. It's not going to stop. Like everything else that you have to do per week is going to pile up, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like my brain is like just telling me like, lose the sleep and get it done. Lose the sleep and get it done.
Jesus. Well, on that note, why don't you go to sleep and take care of yourself, man?
Not tonight. I got a lot of work to do.
Or get off of here and get back on the other horse that you're supposed to be riding.
Yeah, I'm going to be popping an energy drink after this.
Drugs. Anyway, yeah, thanks, man. I hope you like that movie. Sometimes I feel like
I did.
Telling you to watch a movie because you should is kind of extreme sometimes. If you think I'm being like serious, this movie you're a better person for having watched this movie now.
Yeah, man. No. I mean, like, I want a T-shirt where you just see like Robert Redford throwing his hands up in the air, and like on the bottom, it just says, "I read books. I just read books.
I just read books." Yeah. When I was preparing for this and just kind of refreshing myself with Sidney Pollack's career and Redford's career, I came across this great story that when he was younger, they were Sidney Pollack was asking him, he was directing it in something, I don't know what it was, but he couldn't get Redford to understand something about his interaction that he wanted from him about this woman. And then he realizes, he's like, wait a second, Bob. Like, you've never had a girl turn you down, have you? and the story I was reading was like, it was something like, history doesn't record Redford's actual response, but it was something like he didn't understand the question. Which I thought was great because, man, in the 70s, there's not too many more handsome guys, better looking guys than Robert Redford.
Yeah.
And if you found one, you put him in a movie with Robert Redford, and now you got Paul Newman and Robert Redford in movies. You know what I mean? So, I can see where he wouldn't understand the question. Girl turn you down? Is that thing that happens to regular folks? Like, you know what I mean?
He's like, is this a prank? Is it a joke?
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. All right, man. We didn't really think of something for tomorrow, next Tuesday, did we?
Let me think. Shoot, no, we didn't.
Who died? Right? We'll just watch one of their things.
Let's see here. I don't think anybody died.
What's a movie from your library you feel like watching? What's you need an excuse to get to, but you really care?
Let me pull it up real quick.
Okay. You pull that up real quick.
I bought some more movies again last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, they had so I'm a fan of Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key.
Oh yeah, why not?
And they did this movie called Keanu.
Oh yeah, about the cat. I love that movie.
Yeah. And I've been wanting to add that to my collection. And so they had a deal, like they had 3 movies for like $12. And that was one of them. Terminator Salvation was one of the other ones I wanted to add.
I just watched that like a month ago. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Once you stop worrying about continuity with the Terminator movies, and realize that every movie is its own continuity. They keep whatever they do has thrown everything off, man. So every movie it's like anyway. Like that girl is playing John Connor. Like Skynet is just called something else. It's
Yeah.
like they're so far beyond what's happened and screwed everything up that like I'm like, man, I can keep watching Terminator movies now that we've been like just everything is just oh no, that was another thing that happened. All the robots still look like Arnold though, so hey, right on. Or wait, in Terminator it's like this.
Have you heard of a movie called Funny Bones?
No. Although tell me who's in it.
So the top two names on the picture of it is Oliver Platt and Jerry Lewis.
Oh, I would never watch that.
Oh no,
I love Oliver Platt and hate Jerry Lewis. I can't.
you hate Jerry
I
Lewis.
just
Oh
don't.
man.
I don't respond to any of that guy's work. Just
Oh
none of
sure.
it. Which is really funny because apparently the second movie I ever saw in life was the Nutty Professor that he did.
Yeah.
The first one was Jason and the Argonauts.
When was the when did you know you didn't like Jerry Lewis?
Probably since when I was 18 months old and my parents took me to the drive-in and let me sleep through the Nutty Professor. I was like, fuck that fucking guy. It's not that. It's not that at all. It's just whatever he's doing, I just don't respond to it. It's like it's a matter of taste, right?
Right.
Like, I don't like that kind of food. Like I don't get what Jerry Lewis is doing. I don't get it. You know, it's just not my thing.
Have you seen La La Land?
No, and I wouldn't watch that either. It's a musical, man. What's the matter with you?
It's Ryan Gosling, man.
I hate musicals. I just recently started to like Ryan Gosling, and it's through no fault of his. I confused him with Jared Leto for the longest time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just like, fuck that guy. He sucks. Oh wait, no, that guy. And then I would see him doing press, and I'd be like, I can't believe that's the same guy. Oh, it turns out it wasn't. So yeah, so now I love Ryan Gosling. He really won me over with that Barbie movie.
Dude, I keep forgetting he's in that new Star Wars film, this Last Starfighter. Not Last Starfighter, but Starfighter.
I don't forget that because that's my dream now. Ryan Gosling's in a Star Wars movie, man. It's gonna be great.
Dude, it's gonna be so good.
Agreed. It
looks like what?
No, Tony agrees with me. And Jerry Lewis sucked out loud. And we know you meant that, but we're not making fun of you. Other than to say, I agree. Jerry Lewis does suck out loud. He doesn't. Yeah, I'm sure he's a fine guy.
Oh, I mean, I heard later in his like older years, he became.
Everybody's a crank, man.
Yeah.
When you get old, you're a crank, unless you're like a sweet old man, like I don't know.
Harrison. And if you're lucky, you're a crank like
me.
Gosh, what's his name? He roasted everybody. Don Rickles.
Oh yeah, he's not a crank. He's just the guy who invented being an asshole.
That's true. Yeah.
I do think that's one of those things that doesn't translate into the modern day. Our good buddy Rick Austin wins all his Emmys for the Comedy Central roast.
Yeah,
and so it's a thing. I get it. It's just it kind of doesn't work nowadays. Like back in the old days, it was like, your mother's a whore. And you drink scotch, and you're like, yeah, and then they all hug each other and go out for beers later. But you don't get that kind of camaraderie now when what's that guy's name? Something Ross, Jeff Ross.
Oh yeah.
Like if I guess if it was CPO Sharkey, Don Rickles giving shit to Sammy Davis Jr., that it's all like a collection of equals giving shit to each other.
Yeah.
But like it's like Jeff Ross telling William Shatner he doesn't know how to act. It's like, really? Because fuck you.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Anyway.
Obviously just saying that to get a rise.
I just think nobody knows how to do roasts now. Like no one knows how to do Star Trek. I think, and no one knows how to like get back to the moon because everyone who did it is dead now from old age.
Yeah.
And so everybody goes, oh, this cool thing used to happen. We just don't know how to do it now.
Have you seen the movie Copland?
Is that Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I should. You want to watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Copland. Excellent.
Sweet.
Because that works thematically. Because guess what? I kind of don't respond to Sylvester Stallone either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just kind of this big old dumb lunkhead. I love the first Rocky movie. I actually love the fourth one too.
Oh, the fourth one's my favorite.
And so it's not unknown that I will enjoy something he's in. I love that he was playing one of the Guardians of the Galaxy at the end. That was great, you know. I love him in the Expendables movies.
Yeah, those are fun.
And I thought Cliffhanger was really good back in the day. I enjoyed that. But and then I say, oh, it gets to be a short list after that. But you know what? That's kind of a good list. For somebody with a good career like that, it sounds like I like about a third of it.
So here is
my name is Drago.
That's right. That's right.
I'm
okay.
Just from the Soviet Union.
There is a movie called Oscar.
I fight all my life and I never lose. Yeah, I know Oscar. Now you're going to tell me we should do On Top or whatever his arm wrestling.
Oh, Over the Top.
Over the Top. Let's do it.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if you're like, I'll watch Over the Top, and then you take your hat, you turn it backwards.
I think honestly, this is why I don't respond to him, because he was fine in the 80s. You know, I like My First Blood and stuff. Yeah. But once he started getting older, I started not to like respond. And I think Chris has put the finger on it. He fucking kept taking his helmet off. And then he said Judge Dredd's catchphrase like Rocky. He didn't have his helmet. And there's a close up on his face.
The law.
He's like, I am the law.
But right. you have to admit the person
that Judge Dredd though.
the person that saved that movie was probably Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was fine. Demolition Man.
The law.
I loved Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition Man's great.
Sounds like I liked some of his earlier stuff, but not in the 21st century.
I mean, yeah, I think once the 2000s hit, like Stallone was lucky if he made a movie that people liked.
I think that's what it was. It's like his the good feelings I had about his work as a teenager did not follow me into my adult world. To the point where, man, I don't care who knows this. Unpopular hot take. I fucking love Taylor Sheridan's stuff. I love all of his. I drink out of a Landman coffee mug every morning.
Nice.
Like every fucking thing that guy writes, I think is crazy for all awesome for all the reasons everyone.
Fun writing.
Oh, dude, there's a certain kind of folks that live in San Francisco though that like just don't want to admit that people still smoke cigarettes and eat red meat.
Yeah,
and I'm not advocating for all that shit. I don't mind a TV show advocating shit and making, it's entertaining. But I can't watch Tulsa King because of Sylvester Stallone. And I just don't get what the fuck's going on. So
Stallone, I think his missed opportunity was he didn't team up with the right people and he should have been doing comedies.
No, we should save this for next week.
Yeah.
Because what's wrong with Sylvester Stallone doing comedies is probably an hour of me talking just alone. So we should get going. I want to have this though. Billy Bob Thornton is perfect in that role. I agree. Dude, you should watch Landman. It's only like 8 episodes. It's fucking fantastic.
I've seen clips of it. It looks great.
Clips, just give me clips. You should watch it. It's only 8 episodes. You knock that out in about 6 if you can do it fast.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole bunch of, driving through the desert. You just, okay, man.
Allie Larder, she looks fantastic.
It's a cool show because it's a guy who was formerly on the top of his game, had some bad luck, and is now trying to scrabble back up to the top. So that's a pretty good inherent conflict for your story. That here's a guy who knows what he's doing.
Isn't he like a lawyer also?
No, he's just a oil guy.
Oh, okay.
There are lawyers involved because everybody wants to own the oil, right?
Yeah.
It's basically Yellowstone, except instead of ranching, it's oil. It's like it's the easiest like thing for me to swap over at. I was
'Cause
like, oh man, they kind of boned the end of Yellowstone, but I get what was going on there with Kevin Costner and stuff. Oh, here's this new guy's thing. Oh, fine, never mind. I immediately forgot about Yellowstone, and I was like, when's the next Landman coming out? Because
I remember seeing a clip where he is in court and he starts giving the judge a hard time.
Okay.
You know, and I think John Hurt, he's watching it going on, and he's just like, no, no. And maybe it's a different show that
Yeah, I was gonna
Billy
say
Bob was
John
on.
Hurt's dead and not in that show, so
Okay.
I don't know. So, and Tony's giving you shit too, man. Sylvester Stallone coming. Did you see Tango and Cash? Did you read Steve's book that has Tango and Cash in it? Never mind. I get it. He didn't see.
Everyone should love Tango and Cash. It's one of the best action films.
Is it though? Cobra. If you said that about Cobra, I'd be all right. Okay, Stallone.
You know what? I haven't seen Cobra.
All right, but we're doing Copland.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do that. I got to split.
All right, man. I got to finish this cheeseburger.
Totally I can't believe you didn't. I would have been sitting here the whole time. Oh, Larry's going off on something. Okay. I don't even have to listen, really. I would just eat the whole thing. All right, man. Copland next week. And thanks again. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, same here, man. Thank you.
And what?
Oh, and what took me so long to watch 3 Days of Condor?
Get a good cardiologist. What took you so long to get a good cardiologist? All right. Thanks, Randall.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks, everybody.